Hello fellow gunners, Tim here at the reloading bench. I just got back from the range from shooting my 350 Legend, which has a CMMG barrel, 16 inch. I took down, on this trip, I took down the Lee 158 grain semi-wad cutter tumble lube design, and I took down the NOE 135 grain round flat point, round flat nose, and the round flat nose is loaded at 25 grains of H110. Now I loaded it in Starline brass and in Winchester brass. And guys, I'm having better luck with the Winchester brass with this bullet, and actually most of my smaller 125 to 140 grain bullets with the Winchester brass. It holds it better, and I get better consistency, and I don't use as much powder. With that said, let's get into results. Okay. So here is the 135 grain NOE. Now these are at 50 yards. I shot today at 50 yards because with my load developing with all these different bullets, my impacts are low and high, and I just didn't want to waste a bunch of bullets at 100 yards not even hitting the paper. So that's my deal. Okay, now these three shots, this is at a .676 group. These averaged out at 2,000 feet per second. Now there was an extreme spread of more than I want to say, but look at that group. Even with the extreme spread, it was over 200 feet per second. But anyway, now these, when I shot these, they registered at 840 feet per second. Now this is with the Starline brass, and this is what I'm getting at. I think there wasn't enough tension on these smaller bullets to ignite all the powder before it started pushing the bullet. That's my theory. But anyway, these chronographed at 840 feet per second, 860 feet per second, and these were closer to 2,000. So there you go. All right. Now let's see, with the Winchester brass. Now this is with the Winchester brass, and it's the same charge, 25 grains of H110. I got eight. Now this is 4 shots. My very first shot, I aimed dead on and shot over my target. So I brung it down 1 mil dot. My scope's got a mil dot, and I brung it down 1 mil dot, and this is where it hit. But that is a 1.678 inch group. And the average velocity was 2,013 feet per second. Now I did have an extreme spread on this, but I want to tell you something, guys. Even with the extreme spread, that's a good group. It's actually a surprisingly good group with the extreme spread I had. But it was better than the extreme spread I had with the Starline. Okay. All right. So let's get into the 158 grain semi-wad cutter tumble lube design. And that's a Lee mode. All right. Here it is. This was my very first shot, cold bore. Now, why it shot that extremely high, I don't know. But look at these 4 shots here, guys. And this is with 23.5 grains of H110 at 1962 feet per second. That is just that's a wonderful little target round right there. Actually, I was impressed with the 135 grain at 25 grains of H110. It was pleasant to shoot. I'm just going to say that. It was just like, wow, that's nice. But anyway, here you go. And this group is a .904. That 4-shot group's .904. I did not count the first shot because it is just too far away to even consider. But that was 1962 feet per second. And that was with the Starline brass. Starline brass. All right. All right. Here we go with the Lee 158 grain semi-water cutter tip tumble lube. 23.5 grains of H110. Now this is with the Winchester brass. I did have one flyer, which made the group 2.668 inches. But this group up here, this 4-shot group, is a 1.359 at 50 yards. Now these ain't gas checked. They're not even designed for a gas check. And I think that is what is so surprising to me. And I'm telling you, I like that. There was no pressure signs at all. Actually, there was at this time, I'd shot quite a few more rounds before this. So the casings were starting to show a little sooting. So I don't know if it was, probably needs to obturate a little bit more. And from what I've seen, I've got plenty of room to go up with the powder charge. But with the groups I'm getting, I don't know. I don't know if I need to. Because, you know, with those bullets, that would just be a good practice round. That wouldn't be a good hunting round. All right, guys, I've got some 200 grain videos to come up. And 124 grain Lyman videos coming up in this 350 Legend. All right, guys, I will see you in the next video.
I think Tim needs to leave his chronograph at home and not worry about the speeds and just shoot. Have some fun.